Good evening, everyone, and welcome to tonight's edition of Beyond the Ordinary Show. And tonight we have the amazing Debbie Johnson, who's a psychic medium who's been working with the angelic realm and clients around the world for over 18 years. She's a regular on BTO. If you don't know her, you are going to fall in love. I have no question about that. And we're going to talk a little bit about the energies that are permeating lately. I'm feeling them strongly. It's affecting my sense of connection and how I perceive the field. And someone who's very sensitive and attuned to have that diminish somewhat can kind of throw me off a little bit. But at the same time, there's a gift in all of this. And Debbie, I know, has her fingers on the pulse as to what's transpiring, her connection, and us being able to lean in through the angelic realm and to our guides with Debbie's assistance is profound wisdom and love that's shared with us. And of course, we're going to open up to Q&A with Debbie on today's call, which is always fun. Um, as we go into the call, feel free to raise your hand to ask your personal question, type your questions into the chat box. Um, Part of Debbie's special offer is a one-on-one session with Debbie. I highly recommend it. We'll put the link there if you know you want to sign up. If not, we'll go through the special offer a little bit later during the call. But I hope you all enjoy the show and really just settle in and just be with us on the couch as we just share with one another, um, and elevate each other to that place of that we know where we can be, that place of peace, stability, joy, playfulness. And with that, Debbie, welcome to the show today. Thanks for being here.
John, thank you for having me. Hi, everybody. I have to tell you, I always feel that in your energy. I always feel peace and on the show too. So I want to thank you for bringing that to
Absolutely.
everybody. Yeah.
My honor. It's definitely part of my metrics, and I'm realizing that more and more. Aren't you finding that during this time, more people are becoming more aware of kind of like what they're wired for, what their blueprints is? It's becoming more obvious, and we're perhaps taking even just a little more ownership of it.
Oh, yeah. Everyone is less afraid of it. That's what I noticed. Less anxiety
Mm,
around those gifts. It used to be kind of, ooh, a long time ago, like maybe in our parents' generation, but now it's more acceptable. So people are embracing it more and less afraid of them.
mm.
I notice that more and more. I mean, each year.
Yeah, it's definitely permeating it in my
Yeah.
field for sure. But with the people that I'm surrounded with and working with, and those that I feel here and resonate with on the show. Hello, everybody typing in. It's just y'all are wonderful. Yeah, type in where you're from. What city are you calling from? Get to know each other. Hello, Eileen. It's nice to see you on here. Debbie, I'm curious, and this is a personal question, but I'm hoping it may relate to our audience members as well. I've been going through a period where sleep just hasn't been the same what it was. I'll go to sleep at 9 o'clock at night, just tired as can be, and I'll wake up and I think it's 5 o'clock in the morning, and it's like 11:30 at night. Like my perception of time in my sleeping realm and my my dreams that seem choppy. I remember parts of them, but barely any, and everything's just kind of all over the place, not landing in any type of linear awareness or perception of presence like I was so used to before.
I have felt that myself. I've also had people expressing that as well. But I want to say, even though it feels different, the angels are yelling, "We're here. We haven't left you," and the pieces are all going to make sense. So, right now, grab what you can, and the pieces, I promise you, you'll get little chapters, maybe not in order right now,
Mhm.
but in the next like month or so, you'll start to make sense out of what you're getting now.
That makes sense. That makes sense to me. And I'm sitting and navigating patiently through it. And every I've been waking up in the mornings and some of the mornings dropping into like a 20, 22 minute meditation. And
Mm.
I'm even finding the quality of my meditations, there's so much mental to do this, all these other things. And I could be in a period of condemning it. What am I doing wrong? Why am I not connected into the higher guidance or that place of presence and peace that I talked about earlier? But I'm also seeing it as a place to flex my muscles in a way that I haven't before. It's almost like new training ground for me to be in different states at different times during the day, and get more familiar on how to have relationship with that. I call it that deeper and higher vibrational frequency that I really love being in on a continuous basis.
Oh, I love that. Training. Because,
Definitely
yeah,
training.
energies change, information changes. Angels don't always give us information and guidance in order. A lot of times it's in fragments or pieces. And so is, our intuition can be, we might see like, a visual of a place, but we don't know where it is yet. What do I keep seeing in my third eye? And then 6 months later, you see it. You literally see it with your eyes.
Hmm.
So it can come like that. And we're always in training, I think. I don't think we ever
Good
stop
point.
training. I feel like I'm always in training, constantly learning something.
That makes sense. I
Yeah.
want to get into live Q&A, and a lot of people have their hands raised already, a lot of comments in the chat box. But before we get into that, I want to know if there's anything that the guides of the angels or anyone and again that has our highest good in intention, um, about this season that we're in. We've been going through an eclipse season with a full moon eclipse that happened not too long ago. We're in Mercury retrograde. There's different planets that are aligning in different ways that I think is affecting a lot of us for sure. We have a partial eclipse coming up here later in the week. Is there anything that the guides or the angels want to share with us as far as how to navigate this cosmic weather right now?
Yes. First thing, the sleep thing, because that is coming up, John. And I've had it myself. If you are woke up and it's not the regular time and it's a little off, what I like to do is go, okay, who do you want me to pray for? I'm
Oh,
like,
nice.
you guys woke me up. Who do you want me to pray for? Or what do you want to tell me? And
Mm,
one of those will be answered, and then you'll fall back to sleep.
mm. That's amazing, Debbie.
That will help get rest again. There's a reason you're being woke up. There's a reason, consciousness is working 24/7. So there is a reason you're being woke up. I think we all are. And I also think we're being fast tracked. We cannot waste time
Mm.
on uh, things that don't align with purpose. Like if it's not purposeful, if the person's not purposeful, if it's not in line with the true path, it's going away quickly. And I think a lot of that is happening with everybody.
I would agree. That's definitely my experience. And I'm glad that you're sharing that as well because we're becoming very intentional
Yeah.
um, in our beingness. And I've been sharing a lot that all of the self-reflection and personal development that we've been doing and the spiritual tools along the way that we've been accumulating, they're all bursting alive in our capacity to carry them forward. And so the time for preparation is kind of over in
Mhm.
different ways, and the time for walking forward with the wisdom and the experience that we've garnered is really the time is now.
Yeah, yeah, I agree.
Hmm.
It's good though. It's good.
It's fantastic. And what would the angels and what would you have to say for those that are feeling we're just tired, my body can't keep up, I need to get my sleep, what do I do, everything's happening so fast? What advice would they share to perhaps encourage us that maybe our body is more resilient than we believe in different ways?
Well, I just heard an answer. I wasn't expecting to hear what I heard. That the people who are tired and having a harder time need to ground. they're not grounding.
Mm,
If you ground, you'll go through it easier.
okay. Do they have any practices for grounding that they'd like to offer?
The earth, the earth is our most grounding place, walk in nature, touch nature, get a plant, salt. If you don't have the ocean, salt bath, anything that's earthy. Plant like a little flower box.
I'm finding that grounding is extremely efficient right now. Again, going
Yes.
into the water, walking on grass, being with trees. But the combination of that and reminding my heart to open,
Mm.
opening our heart while grounding simultaneously. It's one thing to be up here, I need to ground, let me see what I can receive. But the circuitry that opens when we open our heart in relationship to nature or the thought of another, or that exchange that happens automatically just through that expression and surrender and the alchemy that it creates, provides another layer of wisdom, of strength,
That's awesome.
with the combination of the grounding and our why of grounding. It's like, why are we trying to ground? And even said it in intention, it's like, why am I trying to ground? Oh, I left myself, or I closed my heart. I want to open my heart. Or I've left my body and I want to be back in my body. I love my body. Or I lost the connection with my guides that I felt like there all the time. And I'd like to connect all the time, and opening the heart and not into just a safety mechanism for grounding. It's like, oh my God, I need to get stabilized because I feel out of whack. But the beauty of what happens when we come back into our body and the access that we have as we share that resonance of love with another, which is God. That's why we're human. That's why we're here, isn't it? Um, so I love that the angels are again encouraging me to talk about this. I love my conversations with Debbie. It's like a whole new channel opens up, and I get to share from that place. So it's so much fun for me. Um, Debbie, I'd love to let's dive into some Q&A. There's so many people already their hands raised.
I'm
And
ready.
I know the call is just going to keep unfolding. So yeah, we're going to get to a lot of Q&A. So many tools are going to be shared tonight. So y'all hang out and play and have fun with us. And the first caller I want to take is, I hope I'm pronouncing this correctly, but is it Gurjeet? Gurjeet, welcome to the
Yes,
call.
that's correct. Hi, Debbie.
Hi, Gurjeet. Hi. Nice to see you.
Yeah,
Hmm.
same here. Nice to see you.
Wow. What a treat.
Yes. And I have a question for you, which has been on my mind for a really long time,
Yeah.
and it's related to my business. And I always, like there have been times where I just want to give up because it's not going anywhere. But then there's one part of me that says, no, I'm here to serve. And so I cannot
Hmm.
give up. And I just want insights on that.
That's your purpose. What you're hearing is your purpose. If we follow our purpose, everything lines up. So you're on purpose. You have a purpose. You can't stop. That little voice is coming from angels. They give us that little voice.
Hmm.
And you're very clear. You know your purpose. Like there's no confusion. It's very clear.
So, is there a timeline, or how long do I just keep going with, not getting results? Like, I really want to help in a big way, but nothing seems to be happening. That's my concern.
So I just keep hearing it's going to happen and it's not that far, but I don't get an exact time. But it's almost like you were ahead of your time. Some
Hmm.
people with a purpose are way ahead of their time. So just hold. If you're getting that message to keep doing it, you have to trust that. And this is where you walk in faith.
Hmm. Beautiful.
I
It's
think this year. I think this year. There's
This year? Okay.
Yeah. Gurjit,
But
go deeper with a reading with Debbie. It's part of the special offer. We'll get into that in a little bit, uh, which would be wonderful. And I love what you're bringing in. So many people feel that they have a destiny with their life. I don't even want to call it a mission. Like this destiny that's calling you forward, and you know that you're here to do it. And a lot of us feel it to be big.
Yeah.
I certainly have in different ways. Ever since I was a child, I felt the bigness of it. And I don't know what it looks like. I may seem, and I would think that the show maybe it was like bigness to it, but it's like, no, it's bigger than that. But what is it? But I don't know yet. But what is it? Um, and when I learned along the years while patiently waiting and impatiently waiting sometimes, is that it's all presented as it should be. It's all presented one step at a time. And had what I thought was going to be gifted to me 10 years ago would have been gifted, I don't think I would have been able to hang on to it. And so I know I've been given and been shown to us one step at a time. Um, and I'm trusting that. And it's all not only based on my willingness to open and my willingness to learn from my mistakes and transform and ascend and connect with my guides and surrender and all that, but it's also a question of who might be ready for me at that time. Right. And I just share this with you, Guruji, because I have a feeling that you might be on a similar path in different ways.
Yes, it's like something that you cannot push away. It's right in your face. The moment you decide to give up, it's there. No, you can't give up.
Yes.
Yeah.
She's right. She's right.
Again,
Thank you. Thank you, Debbie. Thank
blessings,
you.
Guruji. Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
All right. Let's go to Sharika. Welcome to the call.
Hi, Debbie. I just wanted to update you.
Hi. I'm ready for an update.
I found the letter. We just had a reading from the last episode when she was on the show. So I tell you guys, book a reading with Debbie. She is amazing. Typically, when I need a reading, I don't go to anybody but Debbie. So, I after our call, I prayed about that thing and I was like, show me, let me go right to it. Sunday, and I got a couch too. Remember, I was telling you that I needed furniture. So I got a couch, like it's starting to look like home here. So just
Great.
beautiful things. And tonight I was like, I gotta let her know, like things are moving along. I came upstairs on Sunday and I walked in that spare bedroom and I said, I gotta get this letter because that was on my to-do list for last week. Like, I gotta find the letter. I walked into the room, the letter was sitting right on top, like in some stuff I had packed.
Wow.
I was it was just like spirit, just like you ask and you will get what you ask for.
That is awesome. Thank you for sharing that.
So
Sure,
yeah,
good.
is that, is there anything else that the angels may want to say tonight? But we're on a roll.
You are on a roll. I feel like you have another wave of good things. And I feel really good in your home. Like I can feel the energy. You have created a vortex, a little energy center there.
Oh wow,
Feels
thank
good
you.
in there.
Yeah, I'm working at it. And I went back and re-listened to our reading like last week and just been trying to be making sure, not trying, been being intentional. So yeah, I just wanted to, whoever's listening tonight, definitely book a reading with Debbie. She's the truth.
Sweet. She is Sharika. I'm a fan too, so I get you. I get you.
Yeah, I love Debbie. You're amazing, and just wanted to share that with you and see if there was anything coming through tonight. But definitely, I appreciate you.
Thank you so much, sweetie.
All right, Sharika. Have a great
Feel
afternoon. Thanks
great.
for calling
You
She's
in.
too.
glowing. She's glowing.
I can tell.
Thank you.
Obviously, the letter was a good thing. She's all smiles, so that's amazing.
Oh
Um,
yeah, I'll work on the next piece next, but we got what we needed. Thank
Yay!
you.
all right, let's
There. It
continue.
was there.
Amazing. Paola, let's go to you. Welcome to the call.
Hi, beautiful souls. How are you, John? Hi, Debbie.
Hi.
So good to see you. You're so radiant.
Thank you.
So, my questions for the angels. I love working with the angels. I always feel their presence. I do have two different modalities, IET and Reiki, but uh, it just seems like there's been this pressing of wanting to be able um, to step aside and be a vehicle for the angels' healing. But there's this fear that if you don't attach yourself to, again, right, what's like right now, Reiki is something that's known, or the different. And so there's this calling in my heart that I feel that this energy just can come through like it can for all of us in a unique way. But there's this fear of stepping out into saying Paola's healing. It just almost sounds as if, who are you? Like, who's Paola? But yes, I feel that they keep pushing me towards that. But I just I'm not sure how does that even unfold, because I no longer connect to saying it doesn't ring true to say, even though I have the certifications, like that doesn't feel true. So that's my question.
Paula, you're saying something very important that I know you asked this question for other people too. I know it. Every healer is you're a thumbprint. There is only one Paula. There is no other healer. You will attract exactly who needs healing from you. That's just the way that's the way it works. And if you're having that little voice, there's a reason. My thoughts are you may use a little Reiki, you may use a little of this, a little of that, intuitively to help each person, depending on what they need.
Gotcha.
Through you. Go for it.
And then real quick, the other thing that had come in a few years ago, I created a deck of my own cards with my images and positive messages. And I've been getting another hit to create something with making an actual angel. But I'm just I keep struggling into actually seeing it through. Do you get any downloads of that? Because I feel that I would like to create this actual angel to hold, but I haven't. It's something that I haven't seen out there, but I feel that it can come through through me.
Well, you're getting the pieces. So you are going to do it. And when you get it, it's aha. So you don't have it yet. There's a reason you don't have it yet because it's not time. But you're getting what I called earlier, the little pieces that will all come together. That's going to come together too. Christmas time, closer to Christmas.
Okay.
Ola, I highly recommend a reading with Debbie, and I have a recommendation for you. If you're open to it, email me, and I'll send you some information as far as something that may open up how Paola's healing really gets to amplify in a way, and it may be resonant for you. I'll just put it out there, but if you're interested, send me an email at john@johnburgos.net, and I'll get back to you.
Great. Thank you so much, John.
I love it. Thanks for being on here.
I love.
All right, let's continue. Mima, let's get you on the unmuted. Mima's iPhone. Yeah, that's you. There you go.
Sorry, it's Myrna.
No, it's Mima. Oh, it's Myrna. Okay, my
It's
glasses.
Myrna.
Oh my
I'm
god.
going, no, I haven't heard that one. It can't be me.
Mima. It's according to my eyes, it's Mima.
Oh, too funny.
I'm
Okay,
blind.
well,
I'm blind. I'm
there
kidding.
we go.
Myrna, thank you so much for picking up on that. Yes.
Yeah. Thanks, John. Thanks, Debbie. Actually, your story, John, when you first started, actually already helped. Just saying that some of the things you were going through. I don't tune into a lot of these calls, so just to hear that was like, okay, I can just breathe a little bit better, right? So Debbie, the last few years, I've felt like I've kind of gotten away from some of the spiritual work that I was involved with, and more the practical kind of the living and things going on in my life. It feels like I've been kind of on high stress the last 2 or 3 years, and I'm wondering if you have something that I need to hear.
You can't go spiritually backwards. So
Okay.
even if you put it on hold, you didn't lose it. Okay? You know what you know. You have what you had. So even if it was on hold and there was stress and there was other things going on, you still have, you're right where you are. You didn't lose where you were, where you are.
Well, that's great to hear. I feel I don't have the connection as much anymore, but that's okay. I was just kind of more worried about, is there anything I need that would help me with the stress?
Your connection, like I said, it's there the same as it was.
Okay.
Why? Hang on. Vitamin D. So what's your vitamin D? Do you take it? Do you have any instruction from doctors to take it?
No, but I'm in Canada, so it probably wouldn't be a bad idea this time of year to have a little.
Okay. Try it.
Okay.
Vitamin D. So if we're missing a vitamin, this is important. We're in our little earth suit. And if we're missing a vitamin, our spirit still will have like a dim, our gift will kind of be dimmed because our earth suit needs the vitamin.
Okay.
Try it. I think it's going to click it.
Okay, wonderful. Thank
Yeah.
you very, very much. And you guys have a great night.
Thank you.
Thank
Myrna,
you.
I have a question for you.
Absolutely.
You say you're not as connected as you were before. Are you trying to connect?
Not as much. And when I have been trying to connect, it just feels like there's just dead silence. So then I try not, that's why I kind of stepped away from it, because I'm just not trying to get upset about it.
Right.
And then just things with life, doing stuff that I have to do now. It's not really,
I get it. Life, we
Yeah.
get busy.
Yeah.
And all that. Because I really want to bring light to this as well. And I think it's very relevant for so many of us in different ways. It's, first of all, do you question why you're trying to connect? Like, what's the reason of wanting to connect?
I think, I think a lot of it is just to get some feedback on if my ideas are within reason, or if there's something more I need to think on when I make a decision on something. Some of it could be a little bit loneliness. Yeah, just a lot of different, like I was very connected and it was just part of my life before, but now I just kind of, when I do kind of tag in, I'm like, okay, that's okay. It'll come back when I need it.
I want to share part of my experience with you and with everybody on the call. And Debbie, I'd love to hear what the angels and what your guidance is on this as well. I know as part of my own personal evolution and my connection to my guides and different realms that I have the privilege of connecting to at various times, that the more that became more embodied within me, that the less that I would hear answers. And I found out quickly that I wasn't hearing answers because they were already within me. I didn't have to seek them outside. And that the reason for connecting, it wasn't transactional, because we're getting away from transactional relationships here as we are in other realms. And there's really a place of presence and beingness, of just stillness, of sitting down with your best friend, quiet on the lake, with the birds chirping in the background, and just being, and in that sense of peacefulness, allowing that thing to evolve. And from that, life doesn't get in the way of that. We actually seek to nurture it because we miss our best friend.
Yeah, I think that's where I'm at.
Yeah.
It's just missing the presence, missing the friendship, the connection, not necessarily I need answers to this. I need input, whatever. It's just more
Right.
a friend, a friendship.
Right. And so my suggestion, and again, this is my practice as well, is just dropping into silence with no prompt for meditation, maybe music, maybe not, but music without a lot of words to it, maybe tones if I do that, and just being in presence, just being. And a couple of practices, and again, I'm strongly guided to share this, and thank you for being open to this part of the conversation, Myrna, is first, as you're breathing and inhaling, realizing that you're breathing in yourself. You're breathing in your own energy, and there's a circuit of you breathing you in. And if the mind gets to be too much sometimes, having a mantra handy. I am a being of light is one that I liked to be. If I'm a cosmic being of light, and that reminder to activate a higher vibrational consciousness that lives inside of me. Or maybe even my heart's open. My third eye is open, just for the sake of it being open. And really devoting a practice to it, not a one-off every once in a while because it's convenient, but really getting into the habit of building a relationship, because it's really part of the habit of building the quality and standard for the life that we want to live. So I find that in spiritual communities that the passivity in which we used to connect to these realms is asking for more intimacy and more self-responsibility in how we want to nurture the type of relationships that we choose to surround ourselves with. It goes equally in the human realms in our relationships with each other as it does with the spirit realm. And I'm finding that's becoming ever more important as the days move forward. So I wanted to take the opportunity to share that with you and with our community here today, because I understand, I won't call it a sense of urgency, but I will say how important it is during this time. So I want to thank you for bringing the inspiration for this conversation onto this call, because I'm, again, very strongly guided to share that.
Wonderful. Thank you, John.
Thank you, Myrna.
Yeah.
Y'all, we want to get into the special offer in a little bit, because I want y'all to have an opportunity to book your session and to get these transmissions from Debbie. The link is shared in the chat box. You can find it on the live page where you're watching the call from, or you can always find the special offers on beyondtheordinaryshow.com/marketplace. And as y'all are opening up that page, as we prepare for that, I want to take another caller first, and then we'll get into the special offer page. And right now I want to go to Patty. Let's go to you. Welcome to the call, Patty.
Hi, thank you. Appreciate it. I just wanted some general guidance. I feel like for the first time in a lot of years, I'm doing really good, which is, and it's staying good. So that's different. And so now what? It's like, is it really going to last?
Oh, I love that. It's a good, I love your energy, by the way. You can tell you're in high vibration, and that's probably why things are going so well. Your vibration, when we're in high vibration, we attract more of that. And there's no accident you're on the call right now. I just, everyone that called in, everyone that decided to show up, there's no accident you're here. And Patty, just you holding this vibration for everyone to just feel it and hear it in your voice. I heard it in the sound of your voice.
Oh, neat.
Yeah, thank you for that. You're showing to me, everyone, what is possible. And no, it doesn't have to end.
Good.
It's not gonna. How about if it gets better?
Oh, that'd even be better.
Yeah.
Awesome. Oh my God, Patty, come over here and rub some of that off on me, please.
I know. Yeah.
Amazing.
Good, thank you for that.
So it does not have to end. The other shoe will not drop.
Yes,
No, not
Amazing.
ever.
Thank
good,
you for
thank
bringing
you.
that amazing energy on here, Patty. What a gift.
Yes.
What a gift. All right, y'all, we're going to go to more Q&A. There's questions in the chat box. I promise I'm going to get to the chat box as well, but let's go to the special offer first. I'm going to share my screen just because I can. Technology lets me. But Debbie, angelic predictions and your special offer. What can people go into of your readings?
So they're 45-minute sessions, and in that session, there's mediumship, there's loved ones that will show up, and they're usually, if I get psychic information, it's from loved ones that love you in heaven. It's also from the archangels, and any healing that comes in is not from me, it's from the angels. I just provide explanation of what I see happen as they give you healing. But a lot happens and it feels like 5 minutes. I just want to say that. And there is time to ask questions and get more specific if you have things that you really want to talk about. But I think my favorite thing is angels, they know what your soul needs. They kind of know right away. They know.
You also bring, again, you bring in mediumship, loved ones that come through. You also do, it's like you'll bring in Archangel Michael or Gabriel, and like there's like clearings that take place, and it's quite visceral from some of my experiences with you.
Yeah, the angels are powerful healers, and I'm able to see what they do, what they clear, and they can clear houses, energy, cars. I mean, you name it.
They
They're
work with pets.
pets. Yep, they're able to clear pretty much, well, anything, actually anything. And anything can with I've never seen anything that angels couldn't clear. I've never gotten a no that they can't do that.
Amazing. Do we have to be in a particular place of asking for the clearing? Do we have to have
No,
an awareness of it?
no, no, just maybe I'll see it and I'll ask if the person is open to it. So if they're not sure what's going on, sometimes I'll see a chakra that's blocked, or I'll see it a different color than the rest of the body. And sometimes there's a health issue there, or there's energy going the wrong way. Our chakras are all supposed to go one way, and I can tell and see when they're going, one is going the wrong way. Usually where we'll have an issue.
Amazing. Super cool. And then as part of the special offer, you have a couple of transmissions as well. If you can share about that, that'd be wonderful.
Yes, these are frequencies. Basically, you listen to them and get the benefit. And one is for prosperity, which is awesome. You don't have to do anything, you just listen. And the other one is for healing your pet, or, pet anxiety for when you're not home. And I've had some people say that they listen to the pet even though they don't have pets. So it just helps with anxiety in general. And it's very soothing. But I use the crystal bowls that are targeted on the adrenals in that frequency to help soothe the adrenals, which lowers your anxiety. Yeah.
Amazing. Y'all, that's a special offer for y'all. It's a reading with Debbie, which I just had mine was it a week ago? God,
Yeah,
geez.
like a
It was
week.
a week ago. It's amazing what comes through, and just so inspirational, and really helps to just kind of calm my nervous system when I feel and so much, especially y'all who are so sensitive, empathic, not just the empath thing, but like Gurjitsu is on earlier. We can feel something coming and it feels like it's coming tomorrow. And we sense so far ahead into the future of it seems like it's actually here to have the guidance to calibrate our nervous system and our mind as
Yeah.
we're being guided and we're building up to that is really extremely beneficial, because it lands me in the present and allows for an action taken mode that is more in alignment with that I seek, than like shooting in the dark sometimes, wondering how I'm going to get there. And so that by itself, it's invaluable. And so much more. I've had mom and dad come through. I've had my grandparents. It's just, it's amazing. So y'all, it's
Cigarette smoke.
yeah, cigarette smoke. That's that for sure. Um, y'all, the special offer, special BTO price, $147 with a 2 payment option. 45-minute reading with Debbie. The transmissions, the frequencies are there for you, and I hope you all take advantage of it. And with that, let's continue with some more callers. Let's go in here. Deborah, welcome to the call.
Hey, John, and hi, Debbie.
Good to see
Hi,
you.
Deborah.
Thank you so much for calling on me. John, I loved what you started out your story. Somebody else shared that they were really moved by that. Just
Thank you.
and what it landed with me was, I thought that this was coming 10 years ago.
Yeah.
But if it had, I probably wouldn't have been able to handle it. And I think that's where I'm at. I feel like I'm in a really good place moving forward. But I would like to ask Debbie for, if you've got a reading or something from the angels that's coming in for me.
You have Archangel Gabriel.
Yes.
He's your main guy. He's like assigned to certain people, and I just saw him coming through you. So you have a gift of messenger, like me and John, like we're here to tell people and help people and message, give messages. And you have that also. So your voice, teaching, speaking, how does that feel?
Accurate, except I feel like I currently have no audience, literally.
You do now.
Okay, fair enough. Okay. And the other thing that I've been asking my spirit guides for quite a while is a dog, a puppy, but specifically a spirit guide one. And I was just up on the mountain before I came down for this, and it was this eagle came, and every time I see an eagle flying really close, and it just landed in the tree, and I just moved closer and closer and kept snapping pictures, and I thought, it's not moving. And it just felt like, I always feel like it's just a kiss, a big kiss from God, source.
That's incredible.
And yeah, and I felt like, okay, this is coming in for me. But I just was curious if you heard anything on that.
Well, I'm going to tell you, when you meet that puppy, you will not even need a reading. You'll know.
Yeah.
You'll, like, every bone in your body will know that's your puppy. And eagle is a spirit animal message that you see things far ahead. So we talked about seeing things far ahead. So if that means to be a little patient.
Okay.
You might be seeing the puppy way ahead, okay?
That's really good. I can receive I receive that. I'll hold it close. But like John says, it might be a few years down the road and it will be the right time for sure. Thank you, Debbie. That's really good. And thank you, John, for always
You're
what you
welcome.
had.
Yeah. And it might be tomorrow. You never know.
Oh,
You never know.
No.
Amazing. How beautiful. Thank you, Deborah, for coming
Thank you both.
All right. Kara Hicks, welcome to the call.
Hi, John. Hi, Debbie.
Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Hold on.
Hi, John. Hey,
It-
Debbie. Oh, sorry.
We have Kara Hicks. I'll get back to you later, but let's start with Kara Hicks because that's who I called on
Okay,
first.
sorry. Can you hear
Yeah,
me
that's
now?
all right. Yes.
Oh, great. Hi. Hi, Debbie. Hi, John. Nice to meet you. My first time on one of these calls. I was just guided to join the call. What I'm going to tell you is I don't exactly know that I have a question. However, things have formed since I've got on the call with you. I have a cat here, And when you first started talking, Debbie, she just sat in front of the computer and listened. But she's been looking at something on my ceiling for several days. And so she looked at the computer and then she sat and stared at the ceiling. So I asked her, do you have a question? And she didn't necessarily say that she had a question, but there must be something related. And I also asked her, she'd let her be seen by you. And she said yes. So I don't know that I have a question. I have a feeling that there's some information coming. Would you show everybody? Her name is Hanu.
Oh, she's precious. Well, she is seeing someone, not
Yes.
something.
Someone. And I had a feeling it was a someone. You say hi.
Hi,
This is
sweetie.
a big deal for her. Thank you. She's
Animals
Hanu.
love angels. They love angels. They love the energy. Yeah.
Oh, yes. These guys are tuned into it. So I have a feeling she's been looking at something for several days now, which coincides with some energy that's been shifting. So someone must have a message.
Mom, I heard the word mom over and over. So
My mom's here, so who's talking to my mom?
someone that knows your mom. Yep.
Is it male?
It's female. It's female, and I smell one of the older perfumes. I
Okay.
can smell like emerald. I don't know. I'm trying to remember the perfumes from way back, like maybe Elizabeth Taylor. It's got that scent. I don't know if you've smelled a fragrance as well, or someone would wear that scent all the time. There's perfume
I'll
around.
have to pay attention. Okay.
Do you have anyone like an aunt or anyone?
It could very well be an aunt. Thank you. Thank you. It could very well. I have a couple of aunts actually that are my mom's 3 sisters. It could be one of them.
Okay. It's the one that wore all the perfume. She's got a lot on, almost like too much. Like
it's probably my
I
auntie
can taste
Claire.
it.
Is that perfume or alcohol?
Maybe both. Actually, maybe both. So
Okay.
I think your kitty is also overwhelmed with what I can pick up, which is taste, smell, and energy.
Yeah.
So animals are like triple sense. So imagine that, like
Right.
feeling everything that we might pick up psychically, multiply it times like 3 or 4 times stronger. That's how,
Yeah.
that's why animals are more, they react more, they see it more.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
Okay.
love. Well, yeah, welcome to the call and great confirmation.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Check
Anything
this.
else with that, or anything else the angels have to
I'd say
offer?
let's go back into a private reading with Debbie. Debbie, if you have something else to share, and then I'm going to jump to another caller. But
Yeah, that's
anything
it.
else that you want to share for right now, Debbie?
I think that was the last piece, was how much your kitty is probably reacting to it and feeling it. Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, Karen.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming on. It's good to see you. Let's see here. We have iMac Mini wrote, Debbie, I have 2 Siamese cats in New Zealand. Presently, I'm in Australia and have pet sitters. Can you tune into my 2 Siamese, please?
They're close to each other. They're not like laying, some animals when they're when you're not, they'll go in their own little area. These guys are staying close to each other. So I don't know why that's important to tell her, but they are kind of looking out for each other. They don't look stressed. That's also important too. So they're not stressed, and they're kind of keeping each other company. They're not ignoring each other and going in the other room. They're entertaining and keeping each other company. So they're okay.
Sweet. All right, let's continue. Lori Ann Young, welcome to the call.
Thank you so much. So nice to be here.
Mm.
I would just love to hear if you have any angels that guide me or any words that you have for me.
First of all, thank you for being here. And I feel a male around you that's passed, and he's holding his chest. So that makes me think cardiac, heart. He's got his hand on his chest. He wants you to know he was there before I talked to you. So he's just around all the time.
Mm.
Beautiful.
Never left. So he's there a lot. But sometimes you might feel the feeling of a heart, almost maybe like, oh my God, am I having a heart issue?
Mm-hmm.
I also pick up, you could empath him in your aura. You could feel maybe a symptom he had just for a second, not. So if that happens, just know that's him,
Okay.
not you.
I do get that.
That's a sign he's in the room also. It's a way that you can empath. We can also empath the dead by getting a symptom of theirs or a habit of theirs. But yeah, every time you feel that, hi, what's going on? And usually then it'll go away.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Amazing. Lori, I'm curious, and I could be off base here, but I'll just ask anyway. Is there something that you want that you're not asking for?
I was just wondering about like direction for my future.
Okay.
John, you're good.
Yeah.
That was good.
Thank you.
That was good. Well, there's like you not to go too fast. I keep hearing you don't have to figure this out so fast. There's an internal pressure to figure it out. And I'm hearing you don't have to do that, but I keep seeing books, writing, reading, anything with writing or wanting to write or journaling, or I see all these words.
Yeah, I did. I went in a whole nother direction with learning. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I did.
That's
Well,
right.
Debbie, I love that you're bringing this up because what I see, it's like, Lori, it's like you're allowed to dream bigger. You're allowed to like whatever it is that you're holding, it's like open up that container more. It's like you're like there's more that wants to be gifted to you, and your capacity to receive is greater than what maybe you might believe it is, even though you think it might be big. So
okay,
open up to the next siphon that wants to come in, no matter how large it already is.
Okay. Do I just say yes to open that siphon?
Debbie, what do you say?
What I like to do, and this is really important for us, our human vision is it's in a container, like John said. Angels see big. They see what we can't see. So I'll say, angels, help me see what I can't see right now. Help me see what you see.
Mm-hmm.
And your vision will get bigger. It'll expand. You'll start seeing what they see. They'll see, oh wow, my life could really be like that. You'll actually see those things.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah.
And another tool that I use in my meditations, especially when I get in my mind, I let go and I let God. I let go and I let God. I let go and I let God. And really get into not just the words, but the heart resonance of the truth of my words as I say them. And we open up to things that we would have thought were miracles before. And they are, but they become more accessible. I have a feeling you have the capacity, Lori. That's why I wanted to bring it up. So thank you for coming and asking.
Thank you so much.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you.
Great.
All right,
you,
let's
guys.
go now to Kim. Welcome to the call.
Hi, John. Hi, Debbie.
Yeah.
Hi. My question is, I've been having kind of these random experiences where I feel like I'm hearing a very faint, kind of muffled voice in the background when I'm alone. First time it happened, I thought, is somebody outside? Is there somebody in another room? And there isn't. And it's probably happened, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 times randomly. And I just wondered what you might be able to tell me about that.
Oh, this is one of my favorite things to talk about. This is called clairaudience, hearing in the third eye. You're hearing in the third eye.
Mm.
So no one else might, just remember, when it's hearing in the third eye, no one else in the room might hear it. You're the only one. It's possible, unless they have clairaudience as well. But to me, when someone's talking, that's what it sounds like. It sounds like they're under 6 blankets.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you have to train yourself. It's like a muscle. I would say, what are you trying to say? I would start telepathically talking to the voice and trying to decipher the answer. Eventually, you'll actually hear it so loud, but it's like a muscle.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic.
Mm-hmm. So it just kind of spontaneously happens at random times.
Oh, yeah.
So is there any way that I can increase the frequency?
That's the tricky part. So a spirit doesn't always come on command. That is not my experience.
Okay.
The spirit comes when the energy is right. They have the energy. They have an opening.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot of factors. Now, one other factor that I want to throw in there that's really important is angels. If this spirit talking to me is not of the light, remove it. Because you don't want to waste time with something that I call as riffraff trying to talk to. It won't make sense anyway. You'll hear the words and you'll be like, well, what does that mean? Have them clear it. And if you still hear it, it's of the light.
Okay, because it's like, I sit, it's always when I'm alone and when it's quiet. I wouldn't notice it otherwise. It's that faint.
Yeah.
It's just ever so faint. But I realized after 2, 3 times, I'm like, okay, there's something. I know there's something. And it almost feels like more than one voice. Like I'm overhearing a conversation.
That feeling is correct too. So a lot of psychic gifts, you have to trust what you feel and you're not really sure logically why you feel it. That's also accurate. So it may not make sense yet, but what you're doing is starting to decipher. This is mediumship, guys. This is medium. She's got mediumship ability, clairaudient ability.
Beautiful, Kim. Thank you so much for coming
Great.
on and sharing. And what you're inspiring in me also, and I'm going to go on to the next caller as well, is that, and I shared this on an intimate call I had yesterday that I led for BTO also. But we're at a time that to deny these things that we keep experiencing, I wonder, why is it happening to me? And what is it? It's like, y'all have experienced it enough and embodied enough and have direct communication in your own way that to perceive it from the non-believer viewpoint is not authentic in our integrity anymore. It just isn't.
Yeah.
And we can be surprised by it, but it's like, okay, it's here. How do I want to have relationship with this now? And choosing, so asking questions about it, practicing with it, being with it is wonderful. But the like, oh my God, I can't believe the beginner surprise
Yeah, no, it's not.
time.
Yeah, it's not really so
Right.
much that anymore at first, because I wasn't sure if I
Right.
was,
Yeah.
if it was coming from within me or externally. I had to sort of decipher that first. And then when I realized, no, this is coming
Right.
from within, I know that now. So
And so using these tools like Debbie is saying is like, you know, are you here for the highest? Are you of the lights and things like that to take it to the next stage is what you're being called into, which is amazing. So use those practices and I'm curious what unfolds afterwards. Do share that with me. I'd love to hear it.
yes, I
Thank
will.
you, Kim.
Thank you. Thanks, Debbie.
All right, Crystal, let's go to you now. Welcome to the call.
Oh, thank you. Hold on a second, let me make sure I don't have background noise here. I just had a question for. I'm in a bit of transition in my life, and I feel like I've been getting direction from my angels and my guides that I'm leaving my birthplace, but I don't know where I'm going next. So if there's any direction on that specifically. And then one thing I'm worried about, a lot of people on this call were talking about their pets. I feel like I've been getting guidance that I'm going international and feel like I might need to rehome my 2 cats that I love a lot, but I think it would be stressful for them to move internationally. So if there's any sort of guidance on that specific.
Oh, I'm hearing part of your question. Some of it's fading out a little bit, but about the move, I did hear the move. I feel like you have to wait for more guidance if it's not clear yet. But you're seeing way ahead. We talked about this. You're also seeing way ahead. But until you're clear, and you will be, wait. I think you're still gathering information, and the kitty cats are definitely a factor. I mean, that's a big thing to walk away from too. One will be okay without you. One is not. That's what I hear. One is cool and kind of will adapt. The other one's a wreck.
So Debbie, what would the angels recommend for crystals to feel more a sense of sovereignty in her choices and independence rather than perhaps feeling locked in and boxed without really any free will choice in certain ways?
This is a big conundrum a lot of people go through. I've been through this too, which is sovereignty versus pleasing, and not hurting people and things like that. But angels make it easy. And I'm going to tell you guys my clue. Even though it's difficult, you gotta do it. And there's no question. So if you've got that, then you got your direction.
Beautiful. Crystal, you may want to drop into a session. Yeah.
Clarify my question there too.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I had one of those I can't win type of choices before. And it involved my daughters. And I was not going to be the father who moved away from his daughters. And they were luckily teenagers, a little more grown. But my guides kept saying, it's like, you've got to lead. You have to teach them what else is possible. You have to grow. You can't. If you are an example of how to hold yourself back, then that is what they're going to learn. That is what they're going to emulate. And with a heavy heart, but with a knowing heart, I had to move across the country. And it was the best move I could have made for all of us. It was a choice of no choice, but it still had to be made and kind of an initiation. So yeah, blessings to you, Crystal. I know it's not easy and kind of being stuck in the not sure, but knowing something else is calling. But I know that you have support and guidance, and you have communities like this to support you and access to Debbie, obviously, for a reading if you want to go deeper into that. So blessings on your journey and your choices. You're welcome. Okay, let's continue here. Let me read this question that came in from John C. So John, he wants to know about his sciatica in his right hip and how to fix it.
There's no blood flow. Like I just see everything, like there's lots of fascia and no blood flow in that area. So my feeling is he's got to get the blood flow moving, and that would be through massage, rolfing, PT, or circulation, hydration. Actually, I just heard hydration would be the number one. He's dehydrated.
Amazing.
So
right, John.
Extra hydration will help heal it. Yep.
Wonderful. Love that. Is Kiara still with us? She had come on earlier. Kiara, are you still there? If you are, if you can unmute yourself. I don't see you on the video anymore, but I didn't want to leave you hanging. All right, if you're on, we'll turn on your video and I'll get back to you, I promise. Then in the meantime, then let's, oh wait, did she just pop on? No, she did not. But all right, in the meantime, let's go to Gina. Hi, Gina. And Gina, let me get you to find your unmute button, please. Nope, Gina may have disconnected. All right, well, we'll come back to Gina perhaps. How about Janice? Let's go to you.
Hello from Michigan.
Hello.
Where we're still getting tons of snow. It was 15 degrees the other day. And can you hear me?
We can.
Yes.
Welcome.
Okay. And I was driving home on my mom's birthday. She's deceased a few years, and I was singing happy birthday, and then I get her cupcakes because she wanted cupcakes for her birthday that she passed a few days before. So at her service, I get her cupcakes. And so I have them here in the house, and I just wanted a confirmation that she got her cupcakes and is celebrating.
Okay, question. Are they vanilla or some of them vanilla, like the white cake? The white cake, not chocolate cake, white cake.
Yeah, little vanilla ones.
Yeah, she saw them.
Okay, good.
I didn't see chocolate cake. I saw the cake was like the gold color, the gold vanilla color. Yeah.
Yeah.
He knows. He knows.
Yeah, it was sprinkled. So
Yeah.
anyway, well, that's nice because my sons, who she helped me raise them, like they're like, oh, well, okay, well, we'll get one too next time we're together for her. So anyway, well, also like any other angel or spirit messages for me right now.
Is it someone else's birthday also?
It was mine.
Said there was another birthday.
Yeah. And my sons, we celebrated his all together. Me and my two sons got together and skiing in the mountains. So that was very special.
Yeah, she's saying don't forget about the other birthday. There was
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, you got it. And any messages from our Lucky the cat, who was a city cat, and now she's a cabin cat up north in the woods with my youngest son.
I don't think that cat is unhappy. I just feel very happy. The kitty's happy. Nothing's wrong.
Oh yeah, she loves it up north. She sits by the heater and just is so happy to be a cabin cat in the woods.
She's doing good. She's doing good.
Okay.
All right, Janice.
Great.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Amazing. Okay. Gina, are you back with us? And if you are, can you unmute? I saw you, but you keep disappearing. So I thought I'd try you one more time. All right, Gina. I don't know what happens, but we're gonna move forward here. And Kathy, let's go to you. Welcome.
Hi.
Hi, Kathy.
Hi there. What I wanted to ask, I was going through some very difficult times, and all of a sudden I thought, oh, I've got angel cards. I'm going to go see what they have to say. And I spread them out. Anyway, I pulled my guardian angel. And most of the time when I pull an angel card, there's some sort of guidance or instruction, or maybe this would be better rather than that. But I was so excited that it was my guardian angel because that was quite simple. But what it said basically was to connect more. And I always felt like when I wake up, I go similar to John. Thank you, God, or thank you, angels, for revealing to me what I need to know or what I want to see. And I want to know what my guardian angel. See, I've always felt you don't have to ask God, you don't have to ask your guardian angel because they know. But it appears that she wants me, to ask, and I'm wondering what she'd like to say.
Well, number one, she's seeing like down the road, everything be okay. She's got you covered like protection. Okay. So very protective of the future and doesn't see anything like, I don't get a red flag, like look out for this, look out for that. So the coast is clear.
And does she want me to ask specifically for help of whatever I want at the time? Do I ask her?
She's mainly there for protection.
Huh.
So I'm going to say you could ask any of the angels for help with anything.
Yeah, it always feels funny asking because I always feel they already know what I need.
Actually, I used to think that too, but it actually helps to verbalize it.
Okay.
And be specific, like angels, I need to find a parking spot fast.
Well, I get those.
Okay. I need to find my keys. Add the word fast.
And this protection, is this physical or emotional?
Oh.
Mm.
Oh.
Beautiful, Kathy.
She's now become, I used to have Archangel Gabriel put my protective golden lattice around me, you know, for protection. But now I have my guardian angel do that. And that felt really good. And I want to close by saying, John, I listened to your talk yesterday. It was so good.
Thank you.
I'm going to meet with a friend and listen to it again with her. It was just wonderful. So thank you.
Thank you, love. I so appreciate it. I want to share also for all of us, again, for me included, in the asking for what's truly in our heart, even if we don't know if it's truly in our heart, even if it's just like a spark of inspiration, it's not just a question of the angels loving us and wanting to see us succeed in what it is that we're amplifying here, but they want to play with us. They want to have fun with us. They get to experience themselves through us. And so to ask, to play, to collaborate, to ask them to come color in the same coloring book with us and be all over the place, it's part of their joy. It's part of us being receiving of something that their cup is so full they can't help but to spill it out in joy for us. And so for me, that's part of the reverence and the acknowledgments that we are so willing to ask them to create and to play with us so that we can receive their awe and wonder as they experience it. And then they get to experience awe or in wonder and be lit up by their experience of witnessing us. It's a gift. It's a gift to ask. Amazing.
Yes.
We need to play more. We
Thank
need to
you,
play
Debbie
more.
and John.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you, Kathy. And thank you again so much for being here. So wonderful. Gina, well, I'm going to try you one more time. It's like, let's see if the third time works. But you say you're on your computer now. So let's see what happens.
Hi, John. Hi, Debbie.
There you are.
I was in the car when the call first started and it was stuck on safe driving mode. So I apologize. I didn't even know that was a thing.
No worries.
That's great.
Hi, Debbie. And I'm grateful for this opportunity to ask you this question. So today actually marks 1 year since my dad passed. I'm really hoping that he might come through with a message. And if not, any other message that angels have, I'd be so grateful to receive.
Anytime electronics act up, someone is there.
Hmm.
So I wouldn't be surprised if that was your dad messing with, trying to get your attention another way.
Interesting.
I keep seeing the letter A, the letter L. Is there any reason he would show those letters? Is that part of someone's name? Or they could be reversed, A and L?
I don't know what
A, L,
might be.
I don't know if it's the first initial or not, but I saw A-L-E.
Those were the first 3 letters I guessed in Wordle this morning.
Oh, really?
Yes, and we used to play Wordle together.
Knows. He is in. So is that electronic?
It's a online game thing. And
okay, he's around. A-L-E. Was it in that order?
Well, it was A, 2 more letters, and then L-E, and it took me all 6 guesses to get the stupid word. And we used to play together, and he always was better at it than me, and it was so frustrating. And I'm not going to give away what the word was because others might not have gotten it yet.
I love that. That's great. So I think he is able to manipulate electronics, able to talk to you through electronics, able to communicate through electronics, which is kind of, he's figured things out. So have fun with him.
Oh, interesting. Well, I don't need things to be any harder, Dad. Come on, like I need things to be easier.
Well, I have to share. A lot of people are commenting in the chat how your TV keeps popping up the word "I love you."
Oh, and my dad actually, yes, because I have a different computer hooked to that TV, and I love you is the screensaver, and that TV is actually a TV my dad purchased for me.
Well, there you go. Amazing.
Whoa. Oh my gosh.
But that, you know, it's intentional because I put the screensaver that way, but it's like it's a beautiful message always to see it.
So he was there when you were playing the game. He is there when you play the game.
Oh, okay. Is he willing to help me when I have challenges with the game? Or does he want me to do it on my own?
Yeah, not only that, but ask him to help you with anything. He's an angel. He is now he has figured things out. He can help like an angel. You know, we get some of the abilities. We start to figure it out. He has.
Gina, this is really cool because a couple of weeks ago, I had this divine inspiration. I was having a conversation in my own mind, which happens a lot. And I was talking to my daughters, and I was inspired to share with them that even after I transition, then I'm always there. That they can always communicate with me. And I know this because the way that I communicate with my parents who transitioned 4 and 10 years ago, and their presence, even now as I mention them, I feel them just like all of a sudden pop up behind me, if you will. And there's an intelligence that we're carrying forward for our future generations of the truth of this. It's not like maybe or if, it's like, no, we know it so well. And so thank you for reminding me of this. I am going to have those conversations with my daughters are grown. They're 29, 30 years old, but I want to instill that fact Again, it's not a wish, it's not a dream, it's not a what if, it's not woo. The fact that this is true, and it reminds me to be more in the practice of it. Um, and we're building a relationship that's multidimensional when we teach each other and our children this, because that communication is real. It's real. So I'm just sharing that as if you were my daughter. It's like, communicate with your father.
I'm still learning that I can. Yeah.
It's, I think maybe you're learning how to.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
I,
yeah.
I think you know that you can.
Yes, I'm learning how to. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Beautiful. Blessings to you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sweetie.
You're gonna make me cry. Stop. Get out of here. um, Fallon, let's get it. You know, Fallon, before you unmute, give me a second. Y'all, the link for the special offer is in the chat box. It's on the live page, it's on the replay page. If you're watching on YouTube, it's in the comments section, and always on beyondtheordinaryshow.com/marketplace. Get your reading with Debbie. Get into the transmissions. That I have these to listen to get into vibrational harmonic that's really going to support that wisdom that's already alive inside of you, that just some of the noise is just distorting just a little bit. But to get into that alignment and just exhale out into the gifts that are there for you to receive, just like they are for you, Gina, and your father showing up for you. So blessings in that. Again, y'all, click on the special link, get your reading, book your session. I had mine last week. It was amazing. Excited for those of y'all who signed up. And with that, Fallon, welcome to the call.
Thank you so much. Hi, Debbie.
Hi, Fallon.
I would like to know if there is a message for me. I talk to the angels a lot, but I've never really had someone on the other side reach out. So I was just curious if someone's trying to communicate with me.
I keep seeing the number 333 when you talk, or I saw 3. Have you been seeing 333, 33? Does that mean anything to you?
I see it a lot, and it's just one of like the synchronicities that are constant while I'm in this not so fun waiting period for big miracles to drop in.
Well, someone on the other side is showing you the number all the time to let you know that they're there. Hold on, but it's also a sign that you have miracles coming. So each time you see the 3s, it's close.
Awesome.
It also means you just made a decision that was right, or you just took a right action. It's validation.
Amazing. Thank you.
Yeah. I see June 1st is significant for you. June 1st, you've achieved or gotten, it's a woman. She gets what she wants. That's what I just heard. A female in heaven goes, oh, she gets what she wants by or on June 1.
Amazing. Yeah, it's a very significant day, and I feel like full body everything's right now. So thank you.
Wow. Oh, beautiful. Hey, Fallon, can I ask you one question?
Of course.
If you're willing to participate.
Always.
Can you name one miracle that's happening right now?
Being here and talking to Debbie and you. I've wanted to get on with her, and for whatever reason, it just didn't happen, and you chose me, and this message is like absolutely priceless and exactly what I needed. So
beautiful. And give me one more miracle that exists in your life.
I'm here at my best friend's house and just relaxing and receiving, and literally what Debbie said activated this part of my head that I was getting activated earlier today that has never happened. So I feel like literally every day, like the signs, synchronicities, and blessings are consistent.
Beautiful. So you're waiting for more miracles to reveal themselves as you're experiencing miracles in the present moment.
Yes.
Right. And let's ride those waves, and let's keep building on the miracles that are here so that we can be more receptive and aware when those other miracles show up.
Love it.
Right? You get it, Fallon. It's already in you, and I'm just calling you back home to you. and
Thank you.
reminding you, you're used to seeing them. And if we go through periods, y'all, sometimes of not seeing them in ways that we're used to, we can feel lost or abandoned or confused. And we're not this Mercury retrograde. Holy shit, y'all. Sorry. It's just like it's like I feel so disconnected. I don't know. But I'm also tuning into, but there's miracles, and having maybe a daily miracle revelation acknowledgement, just as little or as big as they may be. I think it's going to be a beautiful practice for what you're building and what you're attracting and willing to have relationship with. So I wanted to bring in that as not just as an inspiration, but really to call you forward into your leadership.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I have a very new way of doing my gratitude and manifestation that totally blew my mind. And I just started doing that the last few days. And that's like
Perfect.
pushing the momentum.
Awesome. Yeah, we'll keep doing it. Yeah, congratulations. Amazing.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Debbie.
All
Alan.
right, let's continue. Adele, welcome to the call.
Hi, John. Hi, Debbie. This has been another fascinating call. Once again, everything's linking up perfectly. My question to you, Debbie, is how do we get the faucet to flow fully? Like I get a drop, a little trickle. Yeah, how do you get the, as you were saying with Fallon, the miracles to happen every day and the flow, or whatever other message the angels want to say?
You ever heard that saying? It's not synchronicities, it's angels.
No,
So
but okay.
well, things that we go, wow, that's, that's a synchronicity, or that just happened.
Oh, okay.
Do you know what I'm talking about? The synchronicities that happen, and that's angels. If you follow them, you get more and more aware. They're telling me there's more drops.
Okay.
But sometimes you're only seeing one in that moment because you're not expecting that there could be 3 more right there.
Well, and it's funny you say that because I'm kind of like, I feel like between the 2 eclipses this month, it's like things are opening up, but yet it's not quite here. And it's like, I don't want to put that thought out there that like, well, it just has to get through the next eclipse. I'm like, hogwash. Like it's here.
So you just spoke like that was channeled.
Yeah.
You're not even trying. It was it just came out.
So, okay, quick question then. So what's the 555?
Change, but good change.
Okay. Because I see 555 all the time.
Anytime we see a 3-digit number, there is an angel nearby. There is an angel nearby, either a human angel or an actual angel. So you're getting that message from heaven.
Well, and I realize I am quite guided, like, and gifted. And every day I'm stepping more and more into it. Yeah. So thank you.
Just channel. You just literally, when you just said that, I was like, Spirit just talked right through you. So you have the ability to channel. I just saw it.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Thanks for the confirmation.
All right, love. Thank you for being on here.
Thank you.
Debbie, I want to take another caller. Are you okay with that?
Of course. Yeah.
We're running a little bit over, but I want to call on everybody, by the way. So thank you all for your patience. And we're going over on time. And I freaking love you guys. And it's not because there's not resonance, because there is. And we'll have more calls with Debbie. I promise, I promise, I promise. So thank all of y'all who have patiently waiting, for sharing in your energy and your love. And I want to call on everybody. But is it Odile? I'm not sure how to pronounce your name, but I'm very strongly to guided to call on you. So yeah, welcome to the call. And what's your question? Oh, you're still muted. We can't hear you. Oh, love, yeah, you're muted. Your computer's definitely not muted, but if you have a microphone on, maybe you can turn that microphone if it's plugged into your computer and just use your computer speaker. No?
Type it in.
You want to type in your question? Yeah. So it's coming in the typing. So y'all, we're going to run the replay. Replays are always available on beyondtheordinaryshow.com/replay. Anything that Debbie is putting out, working on, the songs that she's releasing on a continuous basis, her readings, whatever courses she offers, I say yes, 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 yes. Y'all participate and show up, and immerse yourself in these beautiful frequencies and all the support to go in. So Odie's saying, I go to the police this afternoon being accused of being a crook. So she wants some help with that. She says it's not true. She has no clue why she is being accused of that. What do you get, Debbie?
Well, I don't pick up she's a crook at all. So there's definitely an error here. It's I just also heard it's going to be a little complicated to convince someone. So there might be an identity issue, or someone has taken her identity, but it feels identity related. She's not a crook.
Is there a clearing that we can do in the field that anything that is not in congruence
Yeah.
and clear? And obviously the truth is the truth is the truth. So whatever we can do to align with truth, regardless of anybody's perspective, can we bring that in?
Yeah, I'll ask Archangel Michael to clear the path to justice. Angels, please clear anything not of the light affecting Odie. There was like a dark energy like against her. So someone is kind of against her. Angels moved it. So the truth will be revealed. But yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah. It'll be fixed. It will be fixed. It's going to take a minute. It's not overnight.
All right. Well, sending you blessings and prayers and holding you in your highest, and everybody in their highest. So again, the truth can just be what prevails. And that justice can be served in love,
Yeah.
and in honor and in dignity for everybody. So many people are sending you blessings,
Yeah.
and sending the situation blessings. So it's quite beautiful. Debbie, you're amazing as always. Thank you for your generosity. I know we went over. It's always so much fun with you, and we just get on a roll. It's just amazing. So I appreciate it.
Ditto, John. Ditto. I loved every question that came through, and every all the energy tonight. Fantastic night. In the middle of Mercury retrograde.
Right.
Thank
We
you.
just slow down and be present. Yeah.
Thank you
Thank
so
you,
much.
Debbie. You're amazing. Thank all of y'all for being on the call today. Your energy, your love, your intentionality, your mastery, your curiosity, your innocence, your knowing, your not knowing, all of it. It's just, it's perfection, all of it, truly. I send you all my love. Bow to each and every one of you. Namaste. And look forward to seeing y'all on the next call.